It's all night!
This is what we used to call a get-right game for the Rams. Coming off a disappointing loss to the Steelers, Coach Shaun McVay knew he had to make some changes on the offensive side of the ball. To give you a little idea of this, the only starter from week 1 at his usual position was Andrew Whitworth, who is at left tackle. The Rams brought in 2 entirely new offensive linemen, and the 2 remaining, they moved to new positions. They utilized a lot of 2 tight end sets. They changed the running game entirely, going from more of a zone scheme to a combo scheme. And the results, Gurley had 133 yards from scrimmage. 97 of those were on the ground. Goff did not get sacked on 18 dropbacks versus Khalil Mack and the Bears, which is a feat in and of itself. And finally, a win, 17-7 versus a tough Bears defense. Put up 17 points. Not too shabby. Let's jump into the film. So I mentioned before that the Rams kind of changed their running scheme for week 11. Let me show you what I mean by that. So this year, the Rams have been using the same run scheme that got them to the big dance last year. That is the zone scheme. They've been using this in high frequency all throughout the year. And this play in week 5 versus the Seahawks is a good example of a run that they do in high frequency, which is a zone scheme. And a zone is basically an outside handoff where you get the linemen on the outside. They basically lead the way in what is a moving wall for the running back. It's a heavy outside push. You get Gurley on the edge, he makes one guy miss, he hits a seam, he hits a cutback, and usually it's big chunk yardage. But the reason why it's not working as well this year is teams now have film on it. The Seahawks have seen this. They saw what got the Rams to the Super Bowl last year, and they know how to defend against it. And that is by doing exactly what they do here and getting upfield penetration off the snap of the ball to the outside. Blow this run up. Todd Gurley can't go anywhere. And teams doing this, getting this penetration, is the reason for a lot of Todd Gurley's struggle this year. So Shaun McVay comes out with a little bit of a different mentality. We're going to run the ball right at the Chicago Bears. And this starts here with a simple counterplay on their first possession. We got a 2 tight end set, Cooper Kupp in close. What we're going to get is a simple counter stack by Gurley, and he's going to hit the hole, which is eventually going to become the C gap after the Bears defensive lineman gets washed down. Up front, we're going to get 2 heavy combo blocks by the right guard in the center and also by the tight end and the right tackle. Now, a combo block is basically a double team to start, and then usually one of the linemen disengages and goes and picks up a second level player like a linebacker. And we get 2 heavy combo blocks here where they blow up the gap, and Gurley has a nice seam where he can cut it up. The Rams utilize these combo schemes all game to run the ball downhill for a change, and they saw great success. It set up the rest of their offense. Goff only threw the ball 18 times as opposed to 30 or 40. Now, my instinct tells me that Shaun McVay's offense is more week to week as far as scheme is concerned, but I say look for Todd Gurley to carry the rock downhill more the rest of the season. I, for one, think it'll translate to more wins down the stretch. Thanks for tuning into this one, guys. If there's a play you want a breakdown for, drop it in the comments below. I'll do my best to get to it. Till next week, take it easy.